Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. This is going to be the December 2021 general tarot reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so any intuitive messages I will provide to you as I read through the cards. And if this message doesn't resonate with you, I do encourage you to check out your sun, moon, and rising. But we're going to go over what's happened in the last few weeks, so like what's happened in November, what's coming for you in the month of December. We're going to take a look at money, career, finances. We're going to look at a column specific to love, relationships, family. And then our fifth and final column, we're going to get a message from your future self or spirit guide. In addition to that, I will also provide you a healing note, answers to 3 yes or no questions, and a crystal for you to carry for the month of December. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Our first card, affirmation card, also serves as a summary. We have the I will fight card. Aries, so some of you might have felt like you have been fighting for something in the month of November. Maybe things weren't coming as easy. Maybe you were defending yourself. Well, let's clarify and see where this takes us. Right off the bat, we have quite a bit of sword energy. In that affirmation card, there's a sword and then 2 sword cards. Sword card is air energy. It's very intellectual. Definitely some sort of battle happening for you, Aries, this month. Let's go ahead and read into this and see what we get. The first card we have is the 4 of Swords. This is a very tired card. This is retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recovery. This person is very tired, laying there just trying to take a break. So some of you might have had pretty low energy, needing extra rest, needing to recover from whatever this fight was. The next card we have is the 3 of Swords. This is kind of a heartbreak card. This could be divorce. There could have been some sort of loss. Some of you might have been sick or had a surgery. This is depression. This is very kind of low energy as well. So we have 2 very low energy cards, likely coming off of a fight, having to defend yourself. Maybe there was a breakup or some sort of separation. So some definite struggles, it seems, that had happened in November. Definitely wanting to validate that for you and kind of affirm what you went through, Aries, it seems like. And then the next card that we have is the 8 of Wands. This is a very speedy card. This is action happening very quickly. Or it could have been incoming news. You might have gotten some new news. But maybe this fight was very abrupt, caught you off guard, came in quickly. Or you could have gotten some sort of news that stunned you in November. Let's clarify this and see what happens. Luckily, this is behind us, Aries. The first card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a great card. This is a renewal card. This is hope. This is inner clarity. This is things being brought into the spotlight. So something might have been brought to your attention that you weren't happy with. But this is also the renewal card, and it was on top of the card of needing renewal. So I think your rest, recovery, this low part, I think, has been healed and mended. So you have a card saying you need renewal, and then you have the renewal card, Aries, there. The next card we have is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is leaving a legacy. This is very long-term, retirement, inheritance. Some of you may have had a loved one passed away, and you might have gotten some money that way, or whatever this part happened, it could have had like a long-term impact on you. It changed the way you think, the way that you feel about things, kind of changed you at your core, who you were. That's again on top of that 3 of Swords, which is that kind of heavy heart depression card. So it could have been inheritance for some of you if you had somebody that passed away, but it also could have very long-term changed the way you were thinking. We have our 9 of Swords. This is again another tired card. very tired. This is nightmares, anxiety, grief, another kind of depression card. This little cute gummy bear is sitting up in the middle of the night, kind of distraught from what's happening, being overwhelmed, being very sad. And that's on top of that Eight of Wands, which was whatever this happened very quickly, kind of caught you off guard. You weren't expecting it. That news coming in, definitely lost some sleep. So kind of coming off of a low, Aries. But let's see what's coming for you in December. So we have the affirmation card, I am the crown of creation. This is a really great card. It's basically saying whatever you want, you can create. So creating that life for yourself that you want, manifesting anything that you hope to have. Let's pull some clarifying cards underneath that. So we have more sword and wand energy. With the wand energy, this is oftentimes a fire sign and very creative. Interesting to see those creativity cards underneath the creation card. So December will be a very creative month for you, giving you lots of ability to create whatever you would want, Aries. So let's take a peek here at the cards. We have the Knight of Wands. This is very free-spirited, again, very creative. So it's like you've been set free to create whatever you want to be creating. Lots of creativity there. Then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient and very honest. So you might find yourself like creating something that's then making you more self-sufficient, but you'll just be very honest in this next month. Then we have the King of Wands. This is a very bold card. It's very leader-like. There's a lot of power and charm, so you can definitely get your way, Aries, on anything that you want. You're in this very charming stage and this very powerful stage moving into December. Let's pull some clarifying cards here. The first clarifying card we have is the Nine of Wands. This is keeping and maintaining boundaries. It could also be persistence, but this is really great. So this person has this wall protecting them, and you just have clear boundaries. You know what energy you allow into your space. You know what energy you don't allow in. And it puts you in a really great spot. Again, another wand card, which is creativity. But maybe these boundaries are setting you free, as counterintuitive as that may sound. And then with the Nine of Wands, again, persistence. So keep persistent on whatever you are trying to create. That's on top of the Knight of Wands. So two wand cards together. But again, creativity, great having boundaries there. We have the Fool card. Love the Fool. It's something new. It's a fresh new hope. It's a new chance. It's a new path. It's a new adventure for you. So you're going to be on some sort of new creative adventure, but whatever you want it to be, you'll be able to obtain. That's on top of our Queen of Swords, which again is self-sufficient. So you're like creating this new sense of self-sufficiency for yourself on this new path, which is wonderful. Then we have the Empress. I like the Empress card. It's very strong. It's also a creative card, which is interesting. The Empress is about creation, abundance, so you could be creating abundance for yourself. This is also a great card for fertility, pregnancy. So if that is something you're hoping for, I do think that that could come to you in December. And that's on top of our King of Wands, which again is that very powerful, that very charming card. So it's kind of whatever you want to create, you definitely can. Let's take a look at career, money, finances, investments, maybe any businesses that you run, the all-around money column. Off the bat, I'm getting that some of you could be a little bit confused in your career with the Hangman and the Two of Swords. But let's get into it a little bit more. The Hangman is like being unclear. But one of the nice things about the Hangman is if you flip it over, then you essentially have the Fool who is ready to go. So you have the answers, they just might not be clear. So some of you might be feeling stagnant. Some of you might be feeling confused. on the work front or the career front. We have the Two of Swords next. There could be a compromise potentially coming or having to make a decision. This is definitely a decision card, but it's kind of stagnant, like you're just sitting here defending yourself, waiting to see what's going to happen, where you may have to compromise, you may have to decide what you want to do. So possibly a change there. But we have it followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune card in the career money column is absolutely stellar. So this is good fortune. This is a turning point. This is good luck. So you're like turning the wheel. You're turning the corner on something in your career after this decision is made. You've kind of been in this confused point. You're going to make the decision and it's going to be very beneficial for you. So let's clarify. So we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups card is very friendship-like. This is great relationships. This is celebration, though, and having a circle of support. So I think during this confusing time, you are still well supported. And I would say that when you do make this decision, when you make this shift, it's going to be highly celebrated. You're going to have a great circle of support in this new career money adventure as well. We have the Ten of Wands. This is stress, this is exhaustion, this is too many burdens. So for a lot of you, you might be feeling burnt out with work. You might be feeling overwhelmed. We have our gummy bear that's like crying into this bundle of wood. They're trying to do too many things. They're carrying too many things at once. A very tired card, overwhelmed card. And that's on top of that Two of Swords, which is like having to compromise. So maybe you have been giving too much to work and too little to yourself. Needing to make that decision. I would say that your tiredness is what's pushing you to make that decision. You're finally kind of burnt out. You're ready for something new. Then very beautiful pairing here at the bottom with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles together. This is the new job card, the raise, promotion, investment, new income. Gotta love that when you see that in the career, finance, money column. So I would say probably a new job coming for you, promotion, some sort of career shift on top of the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be very, very fortunate for you. So great move there. Don't hesitate to make that move. In our next column, let's take a look at love, family, relationships, and see what we've got going on. We've had the boundaries card come up twice now, so definitely some boundaries for some of you Aries, which is a good thing. So to kick things off, we have the Ace of Cups. This is new baby or relationship. It could be proposal, it could be marriage. Wonderful card for our relationship, love, family column. So some of you will be having some proposals coming in. Some of you could be getting married. For those of you hoping for a baby, this is a great sign for a baby. Those of you hoping for a new relationship, this is a great sign as well. Again, a great card for the love column. Then we have our Nine of Wands again. This is keeping and maintaining boundaries. This is persistence. I would say persistence is paid off for some of you that have been waiting for the new baby, relationship, marriage. But boundaries are a great thing to have in relationships. So I would say that this is another good card. These are boundaries being respected. Then we have the Temperance card. Another great card for relationships. It's balance, it's harmony, it's patience, it's self-control, it's moderation. This is a well-balanced relationship. You know, we're pouring the water between the two cups, kind of leveling them out. But this is a very balanced, healthy relationship. Let's pull some cards here to further clarify what we have going on. We have the Wheel of Fortune again. Have to love that. The first card that we have is the Moon card. So this is like a voluntary change. This is about trusting your intuition though, like looking up to the sun, knowing, looking within for answers. So keep that in mind as these new relationships come in. Be trusting your gut, or as this newness comes in, just use your intuition to guide you through your relationship. Oops. We have the Wheel of Fortune card. This is good fortune. This is a turning point. This is good luck. And that's on top of the boundaries card. So I would say that these boundaries are like going to really open up this relationship in a super positive way. This is like going to be a turning point. Maybe you didn't have boundaries before, you have boundaries, and now you're in this wonderful new relationship. So I would say that boundaries are a beautiful thing. Then we have the Two of Wands. This is waiting for a result or potentially having to make a choice. I think this is the balance you've been waiting for in this new relationship, or this is the baby you've been waiting for that's going to balance out your life. So there may have been waiting, maybe you've been waiting a while for this proposal, but you are going to get it. So that waiting has paid off. In our last column here, let's take a look at a message from your future self or spirit guides. I am destined. That's always great. You are destined to do many wonderful things, Aries. Let's do some clarifying here and see where this takes us. So this seems to be echoing maybe some of these tired times we had in November, but let's clarify and see where this goes. So we have our Ten of Swords card. Some of you might have been feeling like there was like rock bottom, ultimate burnout. Very, very tired here with our Ten of Swords. We'll clarify this. But definitely just feeling low. We have the Tower, so there could have been a Tower moment. This might have been like some sort of change or upheaval. You might not have thought you've wanted it, but Tower moments are usually for the best. It's kind of like a change we didn't know we needed just happens. And then we have the Emperor card. This is respect, leadership, strategic planning. So I would say like you're being destined to something wonderful. Be thinking long term here. Some sort of shift pushing you into a longer term mindset of thinking. Let's pull some clarifying cards. Definitely a shift coming for you, no doubt about that. So we have the the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is something that's going to happen very quickly, some sort of change. It's news coming in. However, if you're at rock bottom, this change is good news for you. You are going to want to make this shift. You are going to want to make this change. Interestingly enough, the Six of Swords is also kind of that unwanted change sometimes, but it's necessary. So with the Six of Swords, all the swords are stuck into the boat. Everybody's head is kind of hanging low. They're turned away from us. With the boat, it's going in a new, really positive direction. So with the Six of Swords, this is a necessary transition that's happening for some of you. You might actually be having to move. This is a moving card too. Like maybe your landlord gave notice that you had to move and that kind of shocked you. But whatever this transition is, it's going to happen fast. It's going to take you away from this rock bottom feeling, which is great. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is like collaboration, it's skill, it's teamwork. That's on top of that Emperor card. So I would be saying use your resources to plan for the future, use your support system. This is a father figure card, so maybe some support from your parents or somebody older that you trust that's going to help move you in the right direction. So at this time, Aries, I do like to do 3 yes or no questions. So we're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you haven't thought of 3 questions, you can pause this video really quick and think of your questions. But I will pull these cards and give you a simple yes or no. So for question number 1, we have the Eight of Diamonds. That's going to be a no. For question number 2, we have the Ace of Clubs. This is the number 31 card. That's also going to be a no. And then for question number 3, we have the Ace of Spades. This is number 37 card. This is going to be a no too. So all 3 no's to your questions this month, Aries. I also do like to pull a card from the Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal that you can carry with you throughout the month. Keep it in your pocket, put it on your desk at work, put it on your nightstand, and it'll help guide you through the month. This month you have diamond, so make sure you're wearing that diamond jewelry. But this is spiritual freedom. This is light. It's time to think big. So back to that long-term planning. This is far-sightedness. So really something long-term coming in for you there. And then last but not least, I do like to read in my readings with a healing note from the Healing Note deck of cards. We could always use more healing. The card says, when you can't remember why you were hurt, that is when you are healed. Thank you so much, Aries, for watching. Please do like, subscribe, comment, let me know how this video resonates with you. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when I post new videos, which is wonderful. And if you feel inclined, I do include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and finish 2021 strong.